Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestlers Debate and to another edition of Raw Out 10, reviewing the latest episode of Raw. A lot happening on Raw at the moment. We're kind of just in that lull between pay-per-views, and I guess in a few weeks we'll start building to brand warfare. But still a lot happening. Becky, Bianca, Big E, Rollins, it's all happening, so let's get straight into it. Raw kicked off with a recap of Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair's championship feud before heading to the ring for their match. Becky sent Bianca into the corner early on and shoved her a couple of times before Belair came back in with a slam, and outside the ring Belair took a jawbreaker, however, as the match went back inside, Belair got a dropkick and was sent into the ring post by Becky. The man locked in and modified disarm her and nearly rolled Bianca up. However, Becky didn't quite manage to pay it off, but Bianca briefly got on top, rolling out, and Bianca hit a powerbomb off the counter. Belair then dropped the champ on the announce desk before Becky kicked out over a bunch of times before blocking the KOD by grabbing the padding on the ring post. Becky sent Bianca headfirst into it and rolled her out with tights to get the victory. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Yeah, this was a really fun match. Obviously, doesn't totally ruin Bianca, but Becky gets the win as well. Theories were then backstage and Ray said that Austin Theory is not even a challenge for him. Theory walked in and said he would beat Ray just like he did with Dominic last week, and the match got underway. Ray was sent outside early on before Theory took a Hurricane Rana as Ray managed to get back in control. Austin then got some big moves and got a near fall before Ray was sent outside in the barricades when Dominic interfered. Theory wiped out a reversal before Ray hit a big springboard and crossbody. Theory drop kicked him. Ray had Theory up for the 619, but Dominic came in from the strike and then the ref noticed it and he got disqualified, and as you know, Theory was all cocky and everything like that. This was interesting finishes, obviously builds more tension, so I don't mind it at all. But really on, Seth Rollins was out to celebrate his number one contender shot win, securing his shot against Big E. He said that he would be the best, and he guaranteed he would be WWE champs. Rollins took a shot at Big E, calling him a joke and trashed on the New Day before Big E challenged him to a title match tonight. The crowd wanted it, but Rollins said he had no intention and he'd wait until a later date before Kevin Owens came out and called Seth delusional before he said he wants the match with Big E tonight, and the crowd and Big E like that idea. I do as well. Before moving on backstage, Queen Zelina and Carmella were hanging out and made fun of the women's tag champs. Nikki and Rhea challenged them to a match, which we then got. Zelina and Ripley started the match, and the size difference was pretty obvious. Carmella was then tagged in and started taking a beating from Ripley. After a break, Nikki got near for Zelina, but Carmella broke it up. A brawl broke out at ringside as Miller sent Ripley into the ring post, allowing Zelina to hit the sunset flip powerbomb on Nikki to pick up the W. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Like all women's tag team stuff, this just feels really inconsequential and no one really cares about it, so I can't give it higher. Before Big E ran into the Alpha Academy and called Otis a walking thumb before he headed to the ring before a match with Chad Gable and Finn Balor. Balor started off strong, but Gable managed to get in control with a side slam and locked in a series of hold. Finn Balor throw and hit a drop kick and a double stomp, and Balor reversed out of an armbar, but Gable reversed him back into an ankle lock. Balor then fought out of it and got the double stomp. And Gable got 2 German suplex in, but Balor got a drop kick, and Gable went for the pin, but Balor reversed it into a cradle to pick up the win. 2 entertaining wrestlers giving us an entertaining match. Who'd have thought? Really fun. Shane Gable couldn't quite live up to his talking though. Before Dirty Dogs were taking on the Street Profits, RK Bro came out while the Dirty Dogs were making their entrance and joined the commentary team. Ford and Lou kicked things off, and the Dirty Dog had control early on before the Street Profits made a double tag. Dawkins was isolated in the corner and managed to come back with a snap suplex, reversing out of Orton draping DDT from Rude. Back after a break, Dawkins was still taking a beating in the ring before he was tagged in and got a near fall before he was then looking to win the match when Amos music hit and Ziggler used the distraction to get the win. This Amos stuff's really weird. AJ and Amos versus the Street Profits, that'd be a really fun match to have at one point. So I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that. But it's kind of a bit strange to be honest. Stage, Damian Priest said he wasn't going to take disrespect and he beat T-Bar in an ODQ match, and he was dominating at the start and took a table from under the ring before T-Bar tried to put Priest through it, but Damian fought out of a powerbomb attempt. On the ropes, T-Bar had Priest on his shoulders and hit a massive backdrop before before he headed back to the Raw, where the US champ hit a broken arrow for a near fall. T-Bar got a chokeslam backbreaker before trying Priest up on the rope. T-Bar got a chair and kendo stick, beating Priest with it until it broke. T-Bar then was about to stab the broken kendo stick, but Priest broke out of it and destroyed his opponent with the steel chair. Priest then hit a chokeslam to get him properly in control of the match, and that was enough to pick up the victory. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed this, from start to finish. Fun, fast-paced action, more of this from T-Bar and Damian Priest. I'm loving his new attitude. Before Apollo Crews was out next and challenged Damian Priest for a US title match, there was no response, and then we got the usual 24/7 title bollocks where John Morrison was still meditating. Kind of weird, but whatever. Becky Lynch was then backstage and said she was being booed by half the audience before Liv Morgan approached her, hinting at a challenge. Wouldn't mind saying that. And Rollins offered to help Owens win tonight, but KO said he wasn't ready to trust him. And we then got Big E v Owens. Kevin Owens got the early takedown before he hit an inverted DDT and a leg drop for a near fall. Big E then came back with 2 belly-to-belly suplexes to get back in control of the match, and before he was sent outside and tried for a splash in the corner, but Owens moved out of the way. Rollins' music hit and he showed up at ringside before KO hit a superplex from the ropes as we returned from the break, before Big E then hit a shoulder tackle. Rollins hit a cheap shot to Big E from the outside. Owens went for the pin, but Big E reversed it into a crucifix pin, shocking Rollins. Big E was convinced that Owens and Rollins were working together, and KO denied it. Owens apologised, and Big E hit him with a big ending and laid him out. Kind of a weird ending with the whole Big E and Owens things, but to be honest, it does add intrigue to it. And on the whole, this was a really fun match. Of course it was. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Raw this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Enjoyed Raw this week. Probably one of the best, if not the best of the year. Really fun matches. Lots of action going on. Loving the start, some of the storylines. This is a really, really fun episode of Raw, and it definitely is picking up. I think the draft split has made it a lot better since it was before. But anyway, guys, that's it for Raw. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.